As parents, we will do absolutely anything and everything to keep our kids healthy. That's why when they get sick, oh man, do we get super stressed out, from stuffy noses to coughs and especially fevers. Oftentimes, as parents, our natural reactions is to go straight into fight or flight and worry and anxiety. And this natural stressful emotion, combined with a generation of two of training that also then sends so many parents right to the doctor's office or the pharmacy aisle with their sick kiddos. You see, the biggest problem with our current healthcare system that trains us to turn to Tylenol, antibiotics, decongestants, and steroids almost immediately is that while those things may help in the short term, they also weaken and suppress the immune system and the body in the long term. The truth is that really God designed our kids to be healthy and strong right out of the gates, but they also have quite a bit of growth and development yet to go. So getting sick a few times in those first few years, especially when their teeth are coming in and when the weather is changing, can actually be a good thing that brings about some short-term struggles that then adds up to long-term gains. So if you've had this internal struggle between going natural or going medical when your kids are sick, you most definitely aren't alone out there. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and the drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. So this video is really for each of us parents that wants to always do what's right, helping our kids get through the illness as fast as possible, but also avoiding future illnesses as well. So to not load up on all sorts of natural health, nervous and immune boosting actions during an illness, but also rest assured you're helping your child build strength, resilience, and adaptability in the long term as well. So a story that comes to mind in our practice is Jack. So Jack's finally kicking that constant cycle of sickness, and here's what his mom has to say. So around 18 months old, Jack was having breathing issues when he got sick. He has been to the ER a few times to receive breathing treatment, steroids, and oxygen, along with being prescribed an inhaler to help him with his breathing. And it seemed like he would get sick often and it would last longer than normal. A common cold would often linger and could escalate to needing his inhaler. And as a mom, she always worried when she would notice him get the sniffles for fear of it turning into a respiratory illness. And if it was a respiratory illness, then she felt like she was always on high alert with his coughing and breathing, needing to judge if they needed to take a trip to the urgent care. And it became very exhausting for his mother. She had so much mom guilt that was over giving him his inhaler so many times, and she felt stuck with options on how to help him. So they would have to use his inhaler multiple times a day to keep his coughing controlled and his breathing normal, and he would have the humidifier going all the time within his room and give him few fever reducing medications that helped with the inflammation, and it felt like these things were barely keeping those symptoms at bay. And so when they started going to our office, they knew that they would receive care that would help heal Jack from the inside out and get to the root of the issue that had lasting results. So they started Jack in our office around the beginning of RSV and flu season, and his mother knew that the kids would be bringing home germs, so she wanted to start working on his immune system for when he would get sick. And when he did get sick, they didn't have to use the inhaler anymore, and Jack didn't have to suffer any breathing issues. His cough was hardly there, and he was over it pretty quickly. So much has changed in the short amount of time since Jack started care. And his mom says that she now has the confidence in his body to get through these illnesses quicker and without needing his inhaler. And she also has the peace of mind and doesn't worry when she knows that he might be getting sick. So the next part of this video, we're going to talk all about the science behind how nervous system pediatric chiropractic care can help boost the immune system and actually build a stronger immune system. So first, we need to focus on getting the body everything it needs to fight off illness and build resilience. And second, we need to make sure to do it in the right order or the right sequence. The order or the sequence in which this must work is the part that a lot of parents and even providers are aware of, is truly the secret to all of this. So you can't put more complex methods of natural healing in play until the body and its central nervous system, that master control system, has mastered the basics or the foundation. So adding in all those supplements and the detox protocols may be important, but they can't happen without these four things being a strong foundation for their neuroimmune system to use them appropriately. So the first thing is that you have to have a healthy, adaptable nervous system with neurologically focused chiropractic care. So since the autonomic nervous system controls and modulates every single cell, tissue, and organ in our body, especially the immune system, the benefits of nervous system-based chiropractic care become incredibly far-reaching. You can best understand the multiple benefits of chiropractic by looking at it through the lens of a condition called dysautonomia. And this is perhaps the most confusing part of chiropractic, honestly, but it's so simple. Most parents are so used to the current medical system where there is a different specialist and a different kind of doctor for every system in the body. For instance, the ear, nose, throat doctor, the GI doctor, the neurologist, and none of these doctors seem to communicate or coordinate very well together. In contrast, that's exactly why nervous system-based chiropractic care focuses on the nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous systems are really our air traffic control systems of our entire body, making a healthy nervous system the key signaling catalyst for the immune system and all else. The second thing as a foundation we need to sleep well. So we all know what it's like to not get enough sleep. You feel moody, you're easily agitated, you're unfocused. Plus, little sleep takes a big toll on our physical health over time. Our bodies do some of their best work while we're sleeping, and that's as fully grown adults. So consistent poor sleep in children can then contribute to digestive system issues, immune system problems, focus and behavior challenges, anxiety, depression, and a lot of other health concerns. Sleep is an all-important catalyst for everything that you do to keep momentum in your health. The third thing that we need as a foundation is exercise and play in kids. So if we all think back to our childhood, it wasn't rare. It was actually very rare not to be playing outside, moving constantly during the daylight hours. But the truth is, we didn't have anything else to do. We didn't have iPhones or live streaming or a Nintendo Switch because they weren't created yet. We had to build forts, play neighborhood sports, ride bikes around town, and climb trees. And I promise you, this is not trying to make anyone feel older than we already are, but it's only to emphasize the change over the last 20 plus years of how childhood is now set up to move way less. So exercise and movement, they're not just good for our kids' bodies, it's good for their brain and nervous system as well. Research shows the more kids move, the better they can activate brain pathways, which are the key to learning, focus, social development, and immune response. Plus, movement and exercise are massive catalysts for our mood, our sleep, and eating healthier. And then the fourth and final foundation of our health needs to be eat clean, healthy food. So this is a big one and no doubt a focus of your family at some point. We like to divide this into 5 simple steps. Eat nutrient-dense foods, drink plenty of water, minimize the intake of processed sugars, avoid unhealthy fats and chemicals and additives, things like preservatives and food dyes in processed foods. So don't get discouraged if you're not perfect. Think about the 80-20 balance. Consistency over the long term is much more important than a one-off birthday party where natural foods go out the window or one meal. They obviously have to be kids also. Nervous system has to be the focus first. And this is why we focus on the nervous system first with these 4 key pillars. They're the foundation for everything that follows. You can add in all the supplements, the smoothies, the herbs, the essential oils you want, but if your child's nervous system is stressed out and they're not sleeping, they're not moving, and they're not eating clean, nothing will work nearly the same or the way that it's supposed to. The moment your child gets sick, circle back and double down on the foundational pillars and the basics here by making sure that your child gets plenty of sleep, they're moving, they're eating clean, and most especially they're getting adjusted by a nervous system focused chiropractor an extra time or two in order to get their nervous system and immune system functioning at their best. So all of this may seem foreign and brand new to you now as you're just starting out on this journey, but we promise your pediatric and family neurologically focused chiropractic team here at Pinnacle Chiropractic is here for you every step of the way to help you build a stronger immune system for your family. So parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. So if you have a child that's struggling with immune-related health challenges, we have resources available for you. So reach out to us, schedule a consultation or an evaluation in our office, and we'd love to help. So I'm Dr. Matt Morris. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow our page for more educational videos like this one.